Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And today we're going to take a look at Floral Mandalas, Volume 2 by Debbie Densham. Hand-drawn mandalas with color palette suggestions. So this is made of that, I call it kind of a rubbery feel front cover that everybody likes. We have a spine with no information on it. The back cover gives us some information and some samples. So this book is different than her previous book, but it contains some of the same elements. So it has 15 white background mandalas with color palette suggestions. And then we have the same 15 mandalas on a black background with no color suggestions. So there's a total of 30 mandalas in here. 15 unique images. So this is printed on the premium paper and is published 2020, copyright 2021, and is her latest book at the time of filming. The left-hand side of the page are pretty pastel colors, while the right-hand side is what we color. So we start with This Book Belongs To page. And first off, we can see something different from Volume 1, is that instead of putting the color palette at the bottom of the page, she's put it on the left-hand side of the page. Now, there's a good and a bad about this. The good is that you don't have the color palette being on the page of your picture, which I'm sure lots of people didn't like. It didn't bother me at all. I guess the first time I saw it, I was kind of like, but I got over that real fast. The bad thing about it being on that side is that when you've colored this picture, your ink is going to soak through onto those colors and you're not going to be able to see them exactly as they are in the suggestions. Especially if you've got a dark color going over a light color, then it will make it not visible. So that's if you're using alcohol markers. No problem if you're using some other kind of media. So what I did was, I've got two samples to show you in here. What I did was I started at the back of the white section. Then that way, I've already finished this picture, so when I color on this one, I'm covering up the color palette for a page I've already done. Hope that makes sense. So we're coming up to the picture that I've done soon. And these mandalas are awesome. I love them. They're not hard, but they're very designed. They're very different. They're definitely not your usual run-of-the-mill mandala. So this is one I did. I followed the color palette over there, and this was the back of the page. Obviously, it does bleed through, but you can't see it because of the black. So now we start into the black section, and we have the exact same mandalas that we had in the front. But it doesn't exactly feel like you're coloring the exact same thing because of the black background. So you're getting quite a different display of color. If you used the exact same colors that you used in the front, your mandala would still look different because of the pop that the black background is going to give to the colors. Now I chose my own colors. I like doing mandalas randomly, so this gives me a chance to do the color palette that she suggests, which is fun. It's kind of like doing a color by number, except you're given the colors, just not the spaces. And then in the back section, I can do what I like to do, which is randomly pick, for this size of a mandala, 5 alcohol markers and go at it. So that's what I did, and I did the exact same one that I did in the front, so I could see what a completely different experience it was. And I didn't even feel like I was coloring the same mandala, except for coloring the, I don't know, I'm going to call them mosquitoes. So that's what they look like to me. So here's this is the last one, and I'll just compare it to the one here. So we have that and that. They're like completely different mandalas. So then at the back of the book, we have a color palette test page on the black paper as well as on the white paper. We have a thank you and a social media page, and then we have advertisement for her 2 previous books. And then we get Oh, no blank pages. So I think Debbie's done a really good job with this book. It has improved upon the first one, which is great. And I think she probably fixed a couple of things that people were, you know, I won't say complaining, but did mention that they didn't like. I didn't. I was perfectly fine with the first one, and I'm even more fine with this one. Really like it. Good book to get if you're into mandalas. Thank you for watching. Bye!